Arnald, a lector at Brescia, after much persecution, burnt at Rome for his views against infant baptism, the Mass, etc., A.D. 1145. In our account of those who opposed infant baptism in the 12th century we made mention, for the year 1139, of one Arnald, a lector at Brescia in Italy, and stated that, having been instructed by Peter Abelard, he, beside the doctrine he maintained against the Mass and transubstantiation, also taught against infant baptism, on account of which Pope Innocent II commanded him to be silent. Thereupon he fled into Germany or Switzerland, where for a time he continued to teach. Thence, after the death of the aforesaid Pope, he came to Rome, but obtaining there an incredible number of followers, and being severely persecuted by the Popes Eugenius and Adrian, he fled to the Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, who delivered him into the hands of the Pope, and thus he was finally at Rome, placed to the stake, burnt to ashes, and the ashes thrown into the Tiber, lest the people should show him honor. It is recorded that this occurred A.D. 1145, after he had, as is reckoned, strenuously maintained the above doctrine for about 6 years. Abraham Melanus, writing of the belief of Arnald, says, he also taught quite differently concerning the sacrament of the altar and, notice, of infant baptism, from that which was taught in the Roman Church at the time. He doubtless, in this respect, held the views of Peter de Bruys and Henry of Toulouse, of whom we shall speak afterwards, rejecting transubstantiation and denying that the Mass is a sacrifice for the living and the dead, and that, notice again, either baptism or the faith of others saves infants. Note, Abraham Melanus, who states this concerning the belief of Arnald, was a preacher of the Calvinistic Church in St. Anthony's Polder, and consequently himself an advocate of infant baptism. Nevertheless, he distinctly says of Arnald, whom he recognized as a pious martyr, that he taught quite differently concerning infant baptism, and also that this baptism and the faith of others did not save children, etc., the opposite of which the Romanists maintained. Further observation. As regards the manner in which he maintained, promulgated, and inculcated said doctrine, and himself kept it to the end, as well as what happened to him on this account, this is all the circumstances, and also a summary of the matter.